There is a new trend in Hollywood movie making. Fewer sets, fewer stars, lower budgets. This is a report on one film that goes against that trend. The return of the movie, a behind-the-scenes report on Irwin Allen's The Poseidan Adventure. At midnight on New Year's Eve, the luxury liner SS Poseidan, en route from New York to Athens, is hit by a 90-foot tidal wave.
Oh, my God.
And capsized. Of the 1,400 people on board, only 6 will survive.
Key light on Stella Stevens, please.
Here on this soundstage at the 20th Century Fox Studios, a cast and crew of over 400 skilled technicians and performers are at work on one of the most complicated and elaborate films ever made.
This is the Grand Salon of the SS Poseidan. We open up the story in this room in the New Year's Eve celebration.
And it's at that time, almost really right on the dot, that the wave hits and the whole ship turns upside down.
And this room is one of the few rooms that are not submerged in water, but of course the ship is settling in the water. The survivors in this room, which there are very few really, are in a quandary about what to do.
May I have your attention, please? That's the way out. That's our only chance.
Don't listen to him! We've got to stay here till help arrives.
Help from where? From the captain? He's dead. Everybody's dead who was above us before the ship turned over. Because now they're underneath us, under the water.
That's not true!
Quiet on the set.
What do you need to produce a film of such spectacular proportions as The Poseidan Adventure? First, you need a good script, rich in detail and characterization. Then you need a strong director with years of experience, like Ronald Neame. You need a powerful producer with courage and imagination, like Irwin Allen. And of course, you need stars.
I've got a cast of 10 people, 10 lovely people, who really have to go through, well, to put it mildly, hell to great heights, and some of them are not very fond of heights. They have to go through fire, they have to go through water, they have to go through steam, they have to get dirtier and dirtier and more bruised and more burnt. And the very physical problem of taking 10 very important actors and actresses through such a grueling experience is already enough to make it the toughest film I've made. You'd be astonished at how much of the really tough work the stars have done themselves.
Nani, you all right?
I'm sorry. I can't move. I can't.
You know, I think it's always interesting if an actor can do whatever he can do to make it more exciting for an audience.
I'm a very good swimmer. Johnny Weissmuller taught me to swim years ago in Brooklyn. But I want to practice underwater swimming.
I did give a solemn warning to every member of the cast. I said, now look, before the film is over, you're all going to hate my guts, but I can't help it.
Action sequences are very difficult to film, especially when the action is dangerous. On a production the size of The Poseidan Adventure, there are many more people behind the camera than in front. Here at the daily production meeting, producer Irwin Allen and the key members of his staff discuss the problems of each day's shooting. Always present is art director Bill Creeber.
This picture for a production designer has been both a nightmare and a dream. A nightmare just because of the nature of it, the upside-down sets, the lighting, any hint that we can give that the ship is upside down. The dream, of course, is the opportunity to have a picture like this to work on comes along just once in a career.
Please, you know, which is a very good thing. I must talk to us.
Here, stunt coordinator Paul Stater works with producer Irwin Allen in preparing one of the most exciting sequences in the picture.
May I have a bell, please? All right, may I please have your attention? Hold the hammer. I need a couple of dead people, maybe somebody on the light here, Paul. Right there. Yeah, a dead lady would be good.
Now, is there somebody, a woman, that can fall in here?
Would you raise your hand? Those that are going to get killed, raise your hand. All right.
Irwin Allen has, as a producer, a tremendous drive, stamina, and tremendous determination. He also, of course, has had experience as a director. And I know that if he says such and such a thing is going to be done and will be ready for you to shoot, I know it's going to be ready.
I don't want anybody to run any risk of being hurt.
What we're going to do.
Yeah.
Of primary concern to producer Allen is the potential danger to the cast and crew.
Okay, so that no one is in danger, is that right?
That's the reason why I want
Not one chance in 10 million.
I don't think there's one chance in 10 million.
Okay.
He's very dynamic, Irwin. And he's gotten this movie together at a time when they just don't make movies like this anymore.
And people, I say I'm doing a film, and they say, oh, yes. And they say, oh, yeah, but wait a minute, I'm really doing a film, you know. And I start telling them about the people in the film and what we're going to do and the shooting schedule. And their eyes get bigger and bigger. And
Let's go make a rehearsal.
Yeah,
huh?
let's make a rehearsal.
You've all been marvelous. Just be patient a little while longer. I'll have you out in a minute.
And the 5 ADs and 10 hairdressers, you know.
Now, at this point, there will be the first explosion, and you will run. Now, where are the dead people? Good.
They're not going to just take a bucket and throw the water in your face. You know, it's going to be a wall, even on the set when we shoot it. It's got to be a very big wall of water.
Let me hear speed, gentlemen.
B camera.
You are now milling about and concerned.
The scene is shot by 4 carefully placed cameras, so when all of the camera angles are edited together, it looks like this.
One of the big problems about this film is that the hardware could get in the way of the people. And to quote Frank Capra in his autobiography, people really and truly are interested in people.
Now, all you people that are here...
Kaleidoscope Films wishes to thank the people of the Poseidan adventure. Gene Hackman, Ernest Borgnine, Red Buttons, Carol Lindley, Roddy McDowell, Stella Stevens, Shelley Winters, Jack Albertson, Arthur O'Connell, Leslie Nielsen, producer Irwin Allen, director Ronald Neame, and the hundreds of artists and technicians for their cooperation in filming this report. With special thanks to 20th Century Fox for scenes from Irwin Allen's The Poseidan Adventure.
Let's go down to the bottom slowly. Move around a little to your right, dear.
All right, hold it quiet. Here we go.
Straight away.
Herman.